And welcome to Grandad's Reviews. I've seen on some of the Fuji Facebook groups people asking how the 70-300 works in video. So I thought today I'd do a little test. So what we're going to do, I've brought out a little setup. I've got the X-T3, 70-300. I've got my Portkeyes EVF here, and we'll just do a quick video up and down the canal, see what we'll get there, because we've got some quite varying light conditions, and then we'll walk to the other side, and I'm told that we've got some swans and cygnets, so we'll see if they're there. So let's do a little bit of a video here. We've got some dragonflies, and we'll see what we get. Right, so we've got the X-T3 with the 70-300 on, shooting at 50 frames a second, shutters at 100th. I've got 5.6 and 160 on the ISO. I'm using the KNF variable ND. Let's see what we can get. We'll do a zoom. So we found that the 70-300 will not autofocus through the KNF variable ND. So let's try again. So let's have a look down here. So we're at 70mm. This is at 300mm. Can we get some dragonflies? Let's do some shots down here. There we go. So we've learnt something today. KNF, it won't focus through with this lens. We're going to have to use the aperture and the shutter speed just to get some decent exposure. So what we'll do is we'll walk down the other side and see if the swans are there. Swans. what do I think of this combination? I just thought I'd have a quick sit down while walking up here. As I was saying, yes, you've got to play around with the AFC setting, custom settings. I ended up with the tracking being about 0, -2, somewhere around like that, just giving it a bit of a chance, and had the AF speed up as high as it would go, basically so that if we zoomed in, the AF would catch up. It did a reasonable job. I think once it got locked on, then yeah, that was it. It tracked quite well, and I followed those ducks and cygnets as they swam quite easily. So I think once it's got them, and it stays pretty sticky. But yeah, play around with those AFC settings as well. And I say, just be careful with any variable NDs you use. Make sure it's actually focusing properly through it, because that KNF, it just wouldn't. It was as if it's threw the focus out. But yeah, quite happy to use that for wildlife, sports, videography, anything like that. For stills, I think it's excellent. Got tons of dragonflies around here. For stills, yeah, it's excellent. No issues with it whatsoever. And yeah, we'll have a look at the footage and see what the quality is like. So we've had a look at the footage, and yeah, I'm quite impressed. The actual quality and the sharpness is outstanding. The only issue I had was with that KNF variable ND, which for some reason won't allow the lens to focus at infinity. So it seemed to be moving the focus plane. I have to do another video and have a look into that. But for use and that, yeah, it's great. When you zoom in, obviously the focus takes a while to catch up, but I'd use it as a set of primes rather than as a zoom and use that zoom in motion. It doesn't seem to flicker when zooming, which is quite good. It doesn't seem to have a great deal of focus breathing when it is focusing. And one thing I didn't mention actually while I was filming with it is that the OIS was, yeah, very good. All that was shot handheld and didn't really have a lot of problems with any jitter or anything at all. And I was using the X-T3, which hasn't got IBIS in it as well. So yeah, I was very pleased. It's an excellent lens for video. Obviously you've got to know its limitations and adjusting the AFC custom settings to your particular situation. But no, I'm very pleased with it, and I'll use it more, and I can recommend it. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That helps the channel. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, see you later.